Welcome to the February webinar, Sugar and Sugar Substitutes. There's so much information out there about sugar and sweeteners that you can be using, and there's so many options that you can choose from. I'm here to hopefully clear up some of those questions you have about sweeteners and give some recommendations on what to use. The new dietary guidelines recommend to limit our added sugar intake. Now, sugar is naturally found in foods such as fruit, grains, and milk products. However, the issue begins when products have added sugar into them during the processing. This can cause adverse health effects if you consume too much added sugar. A lot of times, people ask the question, do I drink regular soda or diet soda? And the answer is neither is really better for you. Regular soda gives you a lot of added sugars, and diet soda gives you a lot of chemical sweeteners. And studies show that these chemical sweeteners could cause adverse health effects. So the recommendation is to drink soda on occasion and drink it in moderation. So the key to this sugar dilemma is moderation. And when I'm talking moderation, I'm saying about 4 teaspoons or less a day that you add to your food, your beverages, and your cooking. And this is to reach the goal of ultimately limiting our overall added sugar consumption throughout the day. So in this webinar, I'm going to cover 3 of our top favorite sweeteners that are going to be the least processed and give you the most health benefits.
The first natural sweetener we're going to talk about today is honey.
Honey is a great natural sweetener. Honey has antioxidants and antimicrobial agents, which both help support your body, and it also has soothing effects. So if you have a sore throat, honey is a great thing to try. Honey can be used in your morning tea or a smoothie. It can also be used when you're baking. Check out the PDF under this webinar for tips and tricks when baking with all 3 natural sweeteners that I talk about today. If possible, try to buy local honey.
The next natural sweetener we're going to discuss is maple syrup.
Maple syrup is another great natural sweetener. Although it's composed primarily of the same composition as table sugar, it has vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Look for 100% pure maple syrup on the shelves. Maple syrup is great to use in your morning coffee, even in cooking and baking to add a little extra flavor. And for all you endurance athletes out there, it can also be used to make a great sports drink. Check out the recipe below this webinar.
Stevia is the final natural sweetener we're going to discuss today.
Stevia is a no-calorie, all-natural sweetener. Stevia is about 200 times as sweet as regular table sugar, and it comes from the leaf of a plant. Stevia is an awesome option because it doesn't have calories or carbohydrates, so if you have weight issues or blood sugar issues, it could be a great option to choose from. But remember to use it in moderation. You don't need to go overboard with this just because it doesn't have calories. Now, there are some brands that I'm not a fan of, and that would include Truvia and Stevia in the Raw, because these brands also have added chemicals to them. So what I would recommend are Sweet Leaf or Green Leaf Stevia, and you can get it in the liquid form or the granules. So whatever you choose, remember that the key is moderation. You can still satisfy that sweet tooth without going overboard.